Liam, 2 goals in 2 minutes killed you.
Yeah, to be honest, Neil, I have no idea how we've lost that game. I've come in and you talk to the players at the end, I'm just going round. Jack Doyle was outstanding, Joe Adams was outstanding, Tony Max had nothing to do all game, Tyler Walton's got man of the match, Jack Bainbridge was all over the pitch, Jordan Archer come back, scored a good goal. Never ever looked in any trouble whatsoever. Probably the game should be over by half time.
I was just going to say that. Should he have been out of sight at half time?
Yeah. The one thing which sticks in me through, you can always get done on a set piece. You can always get done, and we shouldn't have got done from where we did. But I think we got to just look at ourselves. Once you go a goal down, if you looked at the last 20 minutes the way we come back and you've dominated, I don't think we've ever had as many balls in the box, crosses, free, set plays, long throws, everything went in the box, and we never took the opportunities. We really actually hit the target an awful lot, which is even more. But that's probably been our Achilles heel all season. We haven't scored enough goals.
And their keeper didn't really have that many saves.
No. Territorially, we battered them. Looked like a bit of a cup game. Then, as you said, once you score the goal, I think if you scored the next goal, could have gone 3-4. But fair play to them, they've hung in, dug in. They're on a bad run themselves. They've got the goal, so it seems to lift them. I said, but we've got to be a lot more. There's enough experience out there to shut the game down for 5 minutes, and we didn't. And that's what's come down and bite us. But there is positives. I said, Joe Adams looks like he's going to be a real find. Which is good.
And he linked well with Anson. The two of them together did well, albeit a couple of mistakes, but even so, getting to know each other.
I said, Keane hasn't been well for the last couple of days. Probably shouldn't have played, but wanted to, and got through the 90. Charlie Oliver cried off. He was ill again. He was ill as well. So I've had a couple of them. But again, getting back to the game, I said, can't sit here and say, but I'll probably sound a bit crackers, but I honestly thought there was a really good performance in there somewhere. We managed to lose it somehow, to come away with losing a game which we should have won.
What does this do to the players' confidence?
Well, anything about sport is, but that's where you actually see your bigger characters. You got to grow a set, so to speak, and come out and got to take into your next game. And over the course of the season, you're looking down, we are a mid-table team, and that's where we are. We're a mid-table team because we don't score enough goals. Goals change games, as you well know. Best way of defending, scoring.
Yeah.
And as I said, we haven't done it enough. I think Jordan's that's his 10th league goal, which is quite a few down on last year. But he's been injured quite a bit. He's missed quite a lot more games than he did last year. He hasn't had a regular person alongside him, which affects him. So we have to work really hard and come up with a goal scorer or numerous additional goal scorers in the team. Whether they come from the wide areas, whether they come from the middle of the pitch, whether they come from set pieces, set plays. But we as a football club need to find someone who is a 20 goal a season striker, and because they make all the difference.
It's great if you can get the 20 goal a season striker, but you've got to serve stuff up to them. And I didn't think Archer got the service tonight, generally, as an observation.
There wasn't an awful lot of attempts on goal, I'll give you that, but there was enough ball in the box. So yourself, movements in the box actually. So if you have a natural goal scorer who is in and around, sniffed around, we've had 2 or 3 which have gone right through the back. Now, what's you always told? Shut the back door. I remember shut the back door and it's come back. Even the throws, we had a couple of throws which have gone through everyone. I said, that shouldn't happen. But nitpicking, I said, really, as you said, Neil, any successful side has someone who seems to be on the score sheet every week. And we haven't had it. We haven't had it for probably since Marcus went.
Yeah.
Don't have to keep on harping on about Marcus, but reality, we have to find that foil for Jordan, and we have to find there's someone who's going to be, when it's 0-0, they're going to turn it into a 1-0 win, and if it's the other way around, if you're getting beat 1-0, they'll nick you a goal late on the end and drag you a point, and that's probably where we are.
You dust yourselves down and you're across on Friday in Yorkshire.
Yeah, and to be honest, I've got to put my hands up. I probably made the wrong substitutions tonight. Josh was having a really good game, and I took him off. But
he'd taken a knock just before that.
He's taken a knock, but you know, he's been out for a relatively long period, and then we come back. He would be someone who will excel on the plastic, where you got to go on.
Friday.
Which he was very good at Scarborough the other day. So, you know, I've got him off the pitch, which probably meant we changed the shape a little bit, which I'm not saying, even still the goal came from a set piece, so I might be being a little bit picky. He was probably being proactive in terms of taking the midfield off and putting another forward on, but you know, it hasn't worked. But hey, we just got to go to Bradford and make sure we go and get a point out, get some points out of that game.
Another bit of news today, Terry McPhillips has left the club to go to Forest Green Rovers.
Yeah, like I said, I think everyone knew on Saturday when I said, but obviously he's gone to Forest Green. Great opportunity for Terry, as a recruitment or chief scout, whatever you want to call it. So it's great for him to be back in the full-time game. I didn't think he'd ever stay as long as he did. It was great to have him around, and it's great to, you know, to see someone moving back up the ladder, because he spent all his life in the league. You know, where it was a long time at Crewe, Everton, then Blackburn, moved up the ranks, became assistant manager for must be about 4 years in the Championship. Went to Blackpool, great success at Blackpool as the manager, and then ended up over in India, and then we were lucky at the time to actually get him, and he's been great. But he moves on with our best wishes all around the club. I think he was incredibly popular with everyone, so yeah, I'm sure he'll go there and be a real success.
Linking up with Duncan Ferguson.
Yes, and Tony Grant, who was the first team coach at Blackburn when Terry was there, and I think he has a spell as assistant manager to Terry at Blackpool as well. So, you know, it's football in its circles. So good luck to them.
Liam, thanks for talking to us.
Cheers.